back, brothers and sisters of Christ. My name is Brianna, and I'm back with another video. And for today's video, it's not even like a title. It's just, it's just what it is. So one of the things that used to really irritate me that I didn't understand when people would be like, didn't he or she used to do so and so and so, and now she's all holy now he's all saved now, all of a sudden, right? First and foremost, it's not all of a sudden. People real life put in time, work, blood, sweat, and tears, baby, to get where they are in their relationship with Christ, with their walk with the Lord. Secondly, the key word is used to be. Yes, one could be in the world a few months prior, and then the next few months can be holy. That's what happened when you follow Christ for real and not for play, baby. Like, when you really locked in, it could take a few weeks and you can start being changed. It could take a few months. Like, people think it take you 20 years to change. Some people it may, but realistically, when you're seeking God, when you're drawing near to him and he's drawing near to you, it don't take that long. And to other people, it looks like all of a sudden. But for the person that's in the walk, it's not all of a sudden. Some of these things, it took us a while to even overcome and accomplish. But to other people, it looks like a blink of an eye because it was just a few months. But, baby, people have worked hard to get to where they are. You got to scream, you got to shout, you got to stump your feet, you be ready to pull your hair out during this walk, and only the strong survive. But, yes, so I guess to answer people's question to you, yes, I am holy all of a sudden because I'm not of the world anymore. I'm not supposed to remain the same. Well, I mean, like, what sense would that make? They talk about you when you was down bad, when you was in the world, and they'll talk about you when you change and mature in Christ. People simply just want something to talk about. When you was in the world, they talk about all the bad and negative stuff you did. When you changed to Christ, now it's, oh, now all of a sudden you change. What's wrong with somebody changing all of a sudden? And I used to get irritated about this topic, but it actually excites me because that's my opportunity to let y'all know how this works. God can't change nobody that's already perfect. Although nobody's perfect, but God can't change nobody that's already living the way he wants us to live. So obviously, to show God's glory and to show that God rearranges and changes people's lives for the better, he has to take broken people with crazy past, because that's the thing. That's what makes people think, like, how did this person change? They used to be doing X, Y, and Z, and now a few months later, now they following Christ, and now they just like this changed person. That's what God do. And he does that because it raises eyebrows. It raises question like, how did this happen? And it makes people curious. And a lot of people start wanting to see God for themselves, because when you go ask that person, how did you make it through this? Like, they're going to tell you Jesus Christ. They're going to tell you the Holy Bible. And that's the whole point, how God gets his glory. Those people who were of the world doing crazy things that you couldn't imagine, he uses them and he turns them around and transforms them to the point that you can't even fathom. Like, this can't even be real. How did this happen? That's the whole point, y'all. And in the Bible, like, Jesus' disciples were murderers, Christian haters, Christian killers. You know what I mean? And he changed them. They changed their lives and they started following Jesus Christ. And that's why we have to get into our word, because a lot of people just speak on things that they don't even know. And when you get into your word, everything starts to make sense. And you're able to put things together. And the stuff that goes on in the Bible is going on today. Those were Jesus' disciples, and they did X, Y, and Z, and they changed their lives to Christ. So obviously in the world today, it's going to be the same thing. People are doing X, Y, and Z. They're changing their life and go to Christ. And that's how God gets his glory. Only God could transform one that tremendously. So yeah, that is the whole point, y'all, of being a disciple for Jesus Christ. He changes you. He makes you new. And some people just refuse to want to believe and accept that, but it's simply the truth. I don't know why it gets under people's skin so bad when people change their lives and give their life to Christ when they had a bad life. You should be happy. You should be rejoicing for someone that has changed their life for the better and gave their life to God. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that real quick because a lot of people be confused, and this is like controversial. Like I don't even understand why this is like a debate or argument, like why people do this, but it needs to be said. So that's all I have for today, y'all. God bless.